forward to watching Canada win today in a very important game, I think, for both teams.
We're out here to support the Canadian team. I have a boyfriend on the team, so go Canada. Kick some American ass.
Yeah, my husband's on the Canadian team, and go Canada.
I don't know the name of it actually. You guys know what this is called? The 49th Parallel Trophy. This goes to the winner of the 49th. Isn't that what they said? I don't want to do this.
You don't know. Today's
This year we won it, and we'll try to keep it next year.
The following letter was written by Cliff Cushman, the silver medalist in the 400-metre hurdles in the 1960 Olympics at Rome, who stumbled and fell in the 1964 US Olympic trials at Los Angeles and thus lost his chance to make the US team. The open letter follows. Don't feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for some of you. You may have seen the US Olympic trials on television. If so, you watched me hit the fifth hurdle, fall and lie on the track, an inglorious heap of skinned elbows, bruised hips, torn knees and injured pride. Unsuccessful in my attempt to make the Olympic team for the second time. In a split second, all the many years of training, pain, sweat, blisters and agony of running was simply and irrevocably wiped out. But I tried. I would much rather fail knowing I'd put forth an honest effort than to have never tried at all. Make personal Olympics. This is not to say that each and every one of you is capable of making the Olympic team. However, each of you is capable of trying to make your own personal Olympic team, whether it be the high school football team, the glee club, the honour roll, or whatever your goal may be. Unless your reach exceeds your grasp, how can you be sure what you can attain? Set your sights on the stars. I dare to look up at the stars, not down at the mud, and set your sights on one of them that up to now you thought was unattainable. There is plenty of room at the top, but no room for anyone to sit down. Who knows, you may be surprised at what you can achieve with sincere effort. So get up, pick the cinders out of your wounds, and take one more step. I dare you. Sincerely, Clifton A. Cushman. And fellas, I dare you to just achieve the best that you can possibly achieve. Don't just do your best, do your super best. Good luck.
I read some emails from some people back home. This one's from a guy by the name of Brett Walton. He's a friend of mine who didn't even know really what I was doing. But he sent an email and says, Brett Walton here. What the hell is this? Joe told me you got into a sport for crying out loud. Team USA, Australia, that's great. I'm sure it's fun to be here in a new sport and excelling. I bet you're a natural. You certainly have the frame for it and quite possibly the attitude for it. Christine's email says you pick these up, but don't reply. When you get home, give me a shout. I can hear all the details. Have fun, keep on scoring. I never thought someone would retire from soccer only to end up pursuing a more bruising sport with even more running. That's Brett Walton. He's from Dallas. And my last one is a funny one from my mother-in-law. Hey, Pete, just wanted to say hi and glad you're okay. Hope all is well with you and you're enjoying yourself enormously, which I'm sure you are. We're all rooting for you and your team. I'm sorry I have to say this, but don't get hurt. Good luck. God bless. Take care. Be well. Kick ass. And that's my mother-in-law. She's kind of crazy.
She said rooting. Rooting.
Playing South Africa today, 10 o'clock. Should be a good game. This is our last home and away game, our last tournament game before the grand final. So hopefully we'll come up on these guys and head into the final with a little bit of motivation.
It's been a tremendous tournament so far. I think the overall standard of the games has been very good. One thing that really summed it up for me in the first game was right in front of the coaches box area where teams from both sides were in a high group of spectators. The ball was caught up in a tackle and the play stopped and there was an instantaneous roar in different accents and languages of "Ball!" just like we see every day at the MCG. So to me that was a real feel that the people involved have got the culture of the game.
We have the big guns to show them what we can do. The last game showed that we can do the best. The quarter that we won during our last game, we were all over the team. So today I want us to be all over everybody until the end of the game. The aim today is to win. That is all what we have. The high spirit that we finished on during the last game, we must start now until we get to the end of our game. Let us win today's game. This is the only chance that we have to display your skills and everything in the international tournament.
We can play them. So let's get it and fight until we win this game. Good, guys?
Arriba, Tabi!
Ah, the morale is low.
Arriba, Tabi!
Go!
You kick very high balls and you realize that these boys are too tall for you. Don't kick high.
We had the ball in our 50 a lot more than they had it in theirs. We're just not capitalising on it, right?
if you see yourself being loose and there is another loose opponent, why do you allow it to happen? Can't we use our minds? Everybody is staying on the other side of the center square. Marinalidi loose men somewhere, and the guys are killing us. And there's only one guy, or Rebolayang, mo USA, number 9. Mare ga gona ope o na le tag ya gagwe. O one fela motho. And then the goal is also from the same spot. That is carelessness. That must not have happened.
You got to understand that every player out there has a man. And just because Reggie sends you out there as a forward and you find that you've got no man, your man has to be somewhere on that field. So you have to look, find him, and as been instructed, pick him up. If you now become a defender, that's fine. If you're in defence and now you're going forward, that's also fine. Kick a goal for us. But you can't stand back and let them have loose men, because the only thing that's losing this game for us is the fact that they've got loose men and their loose men are getting a ton of the ball. So if we've got someone to stand with him, that's not going to happen. And that's why they're kicking so many goals, because we're standing back and watching their loose men get the ball. So if you know that you're on your own and there's someone loose, go and pick him up.
This is going to be an interesting game.
These guys are pretty hard at the ball, so it's, you know, they're all out there to win and they want to win, you know, either side, so it's a grand final up for grabs, isn't it, for them?
We've got a goal, and it's up here. We want to reach it, okay?
Tonight's official AFL function celebrates the inaugural Australian Football International Cup with 11 teams here from around the world. Have you had a good time?
The assembly of so many international representative teams is all the more meritorious given that they are comprised totally of citizens of the countries concerned, not expatriate Australians. In fact, it is a privilege and honour for 300 people from 11 countries to play Australian rules football here in Melbourne over this 10-day period. Well done again.
let's face it, sport's been changed in every facet. Laws, drugs, the whole lot. But this game of Australian football, I've often said, is we have rock and roll, we just have to let the rest of the world see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, judged on the votes of the field umpires and our voting panel, the winner of the best and fairest medal is Fiat Tutu, number 15 votes.
Right now it's probably New Zealand and Japan. They're going. Everyone likes those, and the
Yeah, it's the only one left.
the t-shirts as well. They're going really well. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't actually sold any American ones. So you got to be pretty disappointed with that.
It's indeed my pleasure to announce the team of the series from the United States, from the Denver Bulldogs, number 6, Charlie Ellis.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The Phoenix Scorpions, number 24, Chad Martin.
We look forward to having you back here again. I understand there are discussions and it is considered that potentially in 3 years' time there may be another tournament like this. I hope that the government can support the AFL in accommodating such a tournament. Congratulations to all those involved, and we look forward to welcoming you back in the not too distant future. Thank you very much.
This is the jumper that myself and Charlie got. It's the international team, and they got Kevin Sheedy and Ron Barassi to sign it. Basically, there's just a couple guys from every team that make up the international team, and even though we don't play anybody, I guess it's just like the honor of making the team. So it's a great honor for me. This is probably the most important thing I've ever accomplished or got. I mean, I'm framing this as soon as I get home. So.
Today's the last day. Last game, 60 minutes left of football for the U.S. team. Play Great Britain at Junction Oval. That'll be a good match. We played them last year over in London, and we won. So we're looking forward to the game today, and hopefully we'll pretty much give them an ass kicking. So right now everybody's just getting ready to get out of here. It's 11:30. It's time for us to leave. And the guys are getting a bit anxious, kicked around the footy, and so we're just ready to go.
Any disappointment that your final game's not at MCG?
Oh yeah, I think we all took a lot of pressure on ourselves to win the whole thing. We believed in it, and therefore we created a lot of disappointment when we lost that first game against New Zealand. Never regrouped and fell short against Ireland, who is playing at the G. And everybody who's been there and will be there again tonight to watch the AFL game knows that that's the place we wanted to be. And 3 years' time, we'll be there. That's our goal. Yeah, this match means a lot to finish 5th, which is what we came in at. But over the next couple of years, we're going to improve our ranking and be finishing in the final spot. So.
What's been the highlight so far of the trip, or what was the highlight of the trip?
Representing the United States, playing ball. There's nothing better than that.
Kicking a goal on a Melbourne ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, playing in professional stadiums like when we played at Geelong.
Played out
at
Geelong, skilled stadium, was pretty crazy.
I think also what's kind of cool was actually walking on the MCG in front of
that parade. I'd say the parade.
People, you know,
high-fiving all the little kids.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think it's the beginning of Australian rules football.
It's been going almost 150 years, and it's been, until recent, about 20 years ago, an internecine fight between some suburbs of Melbourne. Then with the Swans going to Sydney and the opening up to Australia and the recognition that it's happening in other places like Papua New Guinea and New Zealand, and the promotion of it in other games. It's only been promoted since 1997 in America, for instance, and already there are 35 cities taking place. I think it's the new beginning. I think it's the second coming, if you like, of Australian football. And I see in 20 years' time a fantastic world competition